Good morning, dear girls. Now let us see the next topic in the chapter, inline function. The keyword inline is used to define inline function. It's a special function whose body is inserted at the place of its call. This process is called expansion. See, it's a special function whose body is inserted at the place of its call. That means wherever the function is called, to that place the function body will be inserted. That we will see in the program. Okay. Now syntax you see, using the keyword inline, we are writing the syntax, return type, function name, arguments with the data type, open flower bracket, return, expression, close the flower bracket. This is same like member function syntax, like member function inside the class definition or user defined function. Same syntax it is. Only thing is keyword inline is used to represent it's an inline function. And inline function means nothing but the small functions only known as inline function, and that can be written inside the class definition. Okay. See the example. Inline, it's a keyword, and int is the data type, like return type, no data type, return type, and cube is the function name, arguments with the data type. So which argument we are passing, that argument with the data type. Open flower bracket, return expression. Here you are finding the cube of a number, that is 3 times you are multiplying the same number. So return x into x into x, close the flower bracket. So this is the example for inline function to find the cube of a number. Okay. Now let us see the practical program using inline function to find the cube of a number using inline function. So inline functions are used to save the time and storage space, and for executing small functions instead of member functions we can use the inline functions. Okay, so when we use member function like get data, display, all those member functions, when we are using, we have to call each member function using the object. Okay, instead of that, for executing small programs we can use the inline functions, and with the help of main function we can execute this inline functions. Okay, so now see all the header files we are writing. Then we are defining the class, and class name here it is find cube, open flower bracket, and here in the private declaration there is no values are there in the private declaration. We are declaring the value in the main program. Okay, that is only one value we need to find the cube of a number. So that number will be declared in the main program. So here under the public declaration we are defining the inline function. So what is the next of inline function? Keyword inline is used, and return type, member function, arguments with data type. So here inline, then this int is representing the return type, and cube is the function name, and this int and a, this is the variable with the data type. Open flower bracket, return a into a, that is cube of a number means 3 times same number will be multiplied. Close the inline function and close the class. So this is the procedure for defining the inline function. Okay. Then we are starting the void main, the main program. In main program we are using the class to declare the object f. So for calling this cube function we need an object. So find cube is a class name, f is the object name. Then int x, that is the actual argument. So using the actual argument only we are giving the value to the program. So for that int x we are declaring. Then clear screen is for clearing the output screen. Then we have to enter the x value. For that see out, enter the number, then see in x. This is the input statement to enter the x value. Then the output statement, in the output statement only we are going to write the, we are going to call the cube function. Okay, so see here, see out the cube of a number equal to f dot cube of x. F is the object, dot, using the dot operator we are calling the inline function name is cube with the actual argument. Here the actual argument is what? X. So using this actual argument we are calling the cube inline function. So inline function, how it will be executed? When we call the inline function, the body of the inline function will be inserted at the place of its call. So when we call this f dot cube of x, to this place, this program, that is return a into a, this function will be executed at the place of its call. Okay, then get ch and close the flower bracket. That's all the program. Now you see how the program will be executed. Compiling the program and no error, then executing the program. And if I am giving the value, input value as 5, I should get the answer 5 into 5 into 5, 125. Clear? So this is how the inline function will be executed. Clear? Now let us see the characteristics or features of inline function. Inline function definition start with the keyword inline that already have seen in the program. It's a special function whose body is inserted at the place of its call. So wherever the function is called, to that place the function body will be inserted. It increases the speed of execution and efficiency of the program. As it is small program, it increases speed of execution. Inline function should be defined before all the function call. So before all the function call, inline function should be defined inside the class. They run faster than the normal function. As it is a small function, it runs faster than the normal function. The compiler replaces the function call statement with the inline function body and then it compiles the entire code. That means same thing. See, whenever the function is called, to that place the function body will be inserted and it will be executed. Okay. These are the characteristics or features of inline function. Sometime you will get the question, explain the characteristics of inline function with a program. Then you can write this and the program. And sometime you will get the question with explain the what is inline function, write the advantages of inline function. Then this is also very important question. Clear? Okay. Inline functions are compact or small function calls. You have seen like small programs only, like expressions only can be written as an inline function. Speed of execution of the program increases. As it is a small function, speed of execution of the program increases. Readability of the program increases. So it's easy to understand the program as it is small program. They run faster than the normal program. And very efficient program code is generated. As the small programs we are writing as inline function, the program code will be easy and efficient. And the size of the object code can be reduced. Again, the program size is small. That is when you are generating into object code. Object code means once you are converting the program into machine language, then the size of the code will be small. Okay, so these are the advantages of inline function. Very important question. Now let us see the disadvantage of inline function. Sometime you will get the question, write the advantages and disadvantages of inline function. Only one disadvantage is there. That is more memory space is required because the body of the inline function is inserted at the place of function call. Okay, that is when you are executing the main program, to the main program only the function body is inserted. That is why it takes more space to execute the program. That is what more memory space is required because the body of the inline function is inserted at the place of function call. Where we are calling the function call in the main program only we are calling the function. Clear? Then like this is a note. It's not important but just understand the point. Inline function may not work sometime for the following reasons. If the inline function is too longer or complicated, then it won't work. If the inline function is recursive, you remember last year we used recursive function. The function which calls itself is known as recursive function. So if the inline function is recursive, it won't work. If the inline function has looping constructs, so like while loop, do while, all these things, if looping constructs are there, it won't work. If the inline function has a switch or go to statement, then also inline function doesn't work. So this is important for the practical program. Like when you are practical exam as a viva question and all, you may get this kind of question. So please go through this. Okay. So that's all inline function topic. So please study inline program, that is cube of an